bell, Trav, you'll be quizzed again for the second set. Until then, we have a match at our hands. CraZe Clan versus Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Tribe take quite an early lead, Blue Star, and the first initial takedown as well. You see, this is one of the maps that I really just don't like Fang on. I think it's one of the only maps where he's really not too viable just because of how much, you know, more dominant Piper and Tick are at long range. I think if he's got any chance of doing anything, he's got to try and farm his super off the Max, who's trying to peek and get his own. But he does have it now, and his team really don't pair too well with his ability to go quite aggressive.
All right, so far we have solid chance here for CraZe to regain some control. They have a lot of presence in the mid area, starting to really put that pressure up. Drage going for a very wide flank. The Tick Hat connects onto MeOw. That's going to be yet another elimination. And with low HP now, we get a nice dash out from Drage. Absolutely on point. Survived with 200 HP as well. That's big, as he does have the blue stars too, so staying alive is always nice. Will be sacrificing himself to relieve some pressure. Nice jump there, just exactly on time from Yoshi, making sure he can't get baited out. And that's going to be a 6-star lead still for Tribe. Things looking great with about 25 seconds left on the clock.
I thought that might have been a bit of a disastrous moment for Tribe there, but did manage to hold on, and Drage picking up another one there as well. Great jump once again. Roundhouse kick does miss. Dash forward from Drage, trying to tank the shots that did come forward onto Yoshi there, but couldn't quite do it. Do still have a 4-star lead, though. Blue Star in the hands as well. It's going to have to be a Drage takedown to swing this result, but 5 seconds left and speed being popped, it might be quite hard to do so, as a few takedowns do start to come in, and still 4 stars at the end, as a little bit of a trade out happened. First game to Tribe.
Well, that was a solid start from the mostly British roster, and a little bit of Spanish in there as well. Let's go straight into game number 2 as the first set continues, and Tribe are going to be looking to follow up on that lead with a Blue Star pickup, giving them the temporary lead until any kills come true.
If any, but it looks like CraZe have a good amount of control and a solid push coming in. MeOw and Rama starting to close down on Piper is never a good sign. Got his jump but couldn't pop it in time, and now Tribe are going to be the ones trying to recover this lead, and MeOw in a very unfavorable position gets taken down. Drage with a phase shifter away, and it's now Tribe in a bit of an unfavorable spot, but with CraZe being too low, they do have to back up and try to come back once again.
Yeah, I feel like keeping MeOw in that position was just not the play. He should have at least tried to rotate out, even if he went down. At least if he could have been a little bit closer to his teammates and try to, you know, at least make a trade possible. So far, 4-star lead for Tribe Gaming, as CraZe are struggling to find some control back. Drage does end up going down. That's going to be closing down the gap to just the 1 star, and with Blue Star on their side, even a trade could very much end up being favorable to them and give them the lead.
Yeah, we've got the little dash kick available from Rama now, so Tribe really don't want to be grouping up too much, and if they do, it's going to have to be a swift takedown if he does manage to connect. MeOw does have his super as well, which puts even more turnaround capability. I might see him Vengeful Spirits again. Yeah. Because if I am, then he deserves to go down there.
Yeah, no, he is playing Vengeful Spirits. I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually a pretty good gadget. I just think Lamb in most situations, completes his kit more, you know? Like, he's already good at getting some long-range pokes. He doesn't need to be... Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful gene pool. As Tribe Gaming make it a set. And this is going to leave me a quick opportunity for those debates with you, Tribe.
Yeah, it's healthy debates, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's good to have them. It improves your knowledge. Like, a lot of the time where I'm wrong, sometimes Teddy's wrong, or sometimes we're both right in different ways. It's good. It's healthy to increase your knowledge.
I mean, we're never completely wrong, I would say. You know, we're sometimes more right than others, but it is what it is. You know, as long as the argument doesn't end with NA, bro, NA. I feel like we're mostly in healthy debates. With that being said, Tribe Gaming up by 1 set here, kicking things off in the second one with just a little bit more control, and Yoshi getting just a single 1/3 of a shot to connect onto save to find 2% damage.
Little wall break coming in from, I believe it's Tom on the Brock, trying to open up this side and allow his matchup against MeOw to be a little bit easier than it would be with it up. But Drage over this right-hand side on the Colette. We know how strong that is recently, and I do really like this pick. But then again, Nani is going to be quite dominant against Piper and mid, so I am quite liking this matchup the Tribe do have here, but sandbags can be a little bit of a annoyance for Drage.
All right, I mean, I do like the Nani on this map. I think it can be extremely deadly, but I feel like CraZe came in prepared to deal with it. You know, they have the Piper that can destroy the walls on the left. They have the Ruffs that can both get some nice bounces to try to reach a little bit of a too aggressive Nani, or supply drops to destroy those walls as well. So they're well equipped so far. I feel like they've done a good job at shutting down Yoshi, but they do need to eventually deal some damage on that save, because right now it's a 2% lead in favor of Tribe, and I don't want the match to finish like that.
Yeah, Colette Super is available now as well, though, so if Drake can get up into a good position, he's going to be able to guarantee himself around 30% damage, or 12, depending on what the safe lies on. But Yoshi has his TP as well, which is quite scary for CraZe now. Does throw out the homemade recipe, and Spike starts to aggress, but both of them trying to go up now. Now he's going to get a few shots. Drage does have to use his super on safe to try and get himself some damage. MeOw now being pushed back, 10 seconds on the clock. Super comes out from Tom, but a nice cleanup from Naui. Do need some good tanking on safe here. They're going to be looking to try and get it. He should have jumped up there, I've got a feeling about, and try and get some shots on safe.
Wow, that was extremely close. I love how I said I didn't want it to end with a 2% difference, because it was 100 to 98%, and it does end up being 82 to 80%. So still a 2% difference, but at least there was some action eventually. All right, let's move on to game number 2 here, as we have a set point in favor of CraZe Clan and a chance to perhaps tying things up and seeing that third set being played. So far,
it would have been a bit more useful for him to just go for damage with the Nani head.
Maybe. I mean, CraZe Clan have done just such a good job at dealing with the Nani. I feel like they kind of identified him as the biggest problem, you know, which makes sense as well, because you have a Piper, which is not the ideal matchup against the Nani, I would say. It would be worse if he was using the other gadget, but still not exactly the best matchup, because it's a little bit easier to hit those Nani shots, cover a really long range and a larger amount of ground than the Piper does. It's easier to just find some slight connections and work towards those initial supers. Plus the supers overall, I would say, offer more value than the Piper too. So it's not the easiest matchup for CraZe, but they've done a great job at identifying and dealing with the problem. And when Yoshi hits those 3K shots at max range, that's the kind of problems I'm talking about, because now he has a peep available as well, and if he manages to get that anywhere near the safe and TP in, he can dish out a huge amount of damage.
Yeah, a lot of CraZe's control has come from those homemade recipes from Naui, though. MeOw's definitely been struggling over this left-hand side, but as soon as Naui does manage to get in a position to pinch over, it's been going extremely well for him now. There's the homemade recipe onto Yoshi, who uses his Nani peep to tank the damage, and he knocks him directly onto an incendiary spot and gets it taken down. I'd imagine that's some aspect of luck, but nonetheless, it definitely worked.
Man, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. I want to say that was planned. Just a 300 IQ knockback there. No, it definitely was part luck, but you love to see it. So far, no damage done whatsoever. I was complaining about 2%. Seems like this game we might get 0, as you have a nice super from Drage, a whole lot of value there. Now he might just about end up going down. Does manage to find the Brock, but here is going to be the first damage being dished out. Drage finds 10%. That's going to be the lead for Tribe Gaming. Match point possibly going their way unless CraZe can push forward. They have a Piper jump in, but greeted straight away from the Rocket Rain. A lot of damage, nor not. Just a little bit, and not quite going to be enough. 3% making the difference this time around, but 3% in favor of Tribe, and that's going to be a match point in their hands.
That was just a lovely super from Nani coming in from Yoshi there, just using the shield to tank a lot of the damage coming forward.
Yeah.
Just great plays all around from Tribe in the late game there. Good super from Drage. I was a little bit worried when he didn't just use it on safe. The fact that he probably had a chance of not getting another one there but in the end, did manage to get it and bring them to match point now. But this time it looks like CraZe have got a bit of a lane swap going on and a bit more control because of it.
All right, let's see how this one ends as we have... This has been the quickest we've had any damage on save so far in this match, so... Some changes in game styles as we have a little bit more aggression this time around from CraZe, and it somewhat pays off, although it is gonna feed the Colette super, and Nani shouldn't be too far either, as we had a couple of kills in favor of Tribe Gaming. Still 6% behind, but that super is gonna be turning the lead around in favor right back to Tribe, sorry.
CraZe now trying to push. MeOw does have a super as well. Throws it up onto Tom, but doesn't get a connection, but it's going to stop his path through. See him trying to move over, get a few shots onto Nowie now, but doesn't manage to do just that. Drage did use a super onto those rough sandbags, getting them down quite swiftly. Getting pinched in now, though, trying to use his gadget to heal up. Yoshi gets the takedown anyway, 90 to 90, and Rama trying to make a move. No sandbags left for him, and he does go down. MeOw the only one surviving on CraZe now, and he does survive a little bit longer. Homemade Recipe's going to miss. And it's still a tie, but here comes the Nanny Peep moving up, trying to get some damage forward. Does get a TP into the corner, gets the takedown as well. Now it's all down to Tribe to get this defense down. Russ gets the takedown, but Tom is going to deal a lot of damage. And Yoshi's still in this position that they've got to deal with. 45 seconds on the clock. A lot of comeback potential still there, but it's going to be a long road for CraZe.
Yeah, it's only 25% though. It felt like more damage than it was, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like it was going to be a huge difference. 25% is doable. At this point, there's still 25 seconds left, but mistakes are not something that CraZe Clan can afford to do at this point. Super and he plays down on the safe, a couple of spike shots to connect as well, but in the end, it's 2 kills in favor of Tribe, and they are going to be getting an extra little bit of damage on save. That should pretty much settle it at this point. Tribe Gaming take the 2-0 victory against CraZe Clan. And that's going to be pretty much locking in their spot in the playoffs. Although, technically,